Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Cups and Cakes Vinyl Unveil, the show where I open up for you Canadian LPs and I urge you to purchase, physical copies. It doesn't need to be LPs, but I'll tell you one thing, bands make a heck of a lot more money off of sales of physical copies than they do off of their, maybe 5 to 20 Spotify listens that you might do on a record. So, this is it. This is where we show off what we think you should do, what we think you should buy, collect, and fall in love with the warm sounds that come from vinyl. And today, as you may see, Sunset Rubdown, Shut Up, Am I Dreaming? I'll just quickly, before I put this aside, show you that there was a barcode on the sleeve that I actually purchased this with. And Shut Up, Am I Dreaming? Originally, came out in 2006 on Absolutely Kosher Records. First time ever on vinyl. Yes, I can't believe it took so long. This is, of course, the debut album from Sunset Rubdown, which was the solo moniker of Spencer Krug, who you may know as from a little band called Wolf Parade. That's right. And he under this moniker he put out 3 albums. This one came out in 2006, and then 2 more followed, and then he retired the Sunset Rubdown name. So there you have it. This, like I said, first time ever on vinyl. It was pressed by Pronounced Kroog right there, which I believe is the label that Spencer is now using for all of his releases. And I read that this is on 140 gram, and it is pearl in color. But we'll get to that in a second here. And right now, let's take a look at the inner. I don't want to call it a sleeve, just the insert, I guess, is the best word for that. We've got all the lyrics there. Just one-sided, and I just see lyrics. I don't see any sort of other details on the record, but I do know some of the details here for you. I can tell you that this LP version was remastered for vinyl by Harris Newman, who was the original sound engineer for this album when it came out in 2006. He is located at Gray Market Mastering, if you're ever interested in having some stuff mastered. And here's the inner sleeve. All the artwork was also redone and reformatted to fit the vinyl version here. Look at that. Very cool artwork. And here it is. Here's a little bit of info. Oh, look at that. I didn't know that. Recorded and engineered by Jay Slasik and Dave Smith. Jay Slasik is, of course, best known as the front person for Besner Lakes. Has been doing a ton of recording engineering. I didn't know that he was doing it as far back as 2006, so that's kind of cool to know. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to the meat here. There's the pearl vinyl. Very cool, very nice. Kind of got some almost marbling in there. And we're looking at the label here for side A, as you can see. And the side B label has the tracks listed on it. Now let's take, white is always really hard to try to show off these markings in the run out, but I've got some etched markings here. Try to get them raking off the sunlight coming through my window there. Hard to see. I think that's maybe the best I'm going to be able to get it for you, but I can tell you it reads PK, obviously for Pronounced Kroog, 002, and then there's like a little initial, and there's one more small, teeny tiny marking. I don't even know what it is, perhaps an initial, but it is right there, and that is it. Now let's quickly just scan side B here. Got the same thing on side B. No changes. Other than that, I can't seem to find that little... Oh yeah, it's there too. So there you go. There you have it. This is a much loved album. I'm not sure how many copies were pressed. I do know that there is distribution, so head on down to your local record store, save yourself the like $20 some in shipping, ask for your local record store to get this one in for you, and make it part of your collection. That's it for this episode of the Cups and Cakes Vinyl Unveil. I'll be back in 1 week to open another Canadian LP.